カラーライトセラピストの清水雅子です。先日12月12日ですけれども、ガブリエルさんの主催で、オンライン無料プレセミナーが開催されました。こちらのプレセミナーはですね、来年1月から本格的な、オンラインワークショップがスタートするんですけれども、世界8カ国かなのカラーライトセラピストが集結して、1ヶ月に2回ぐらいのペースでですね、いろんな国のいろんなカラーライトセラピーを体験できる、ワークショップが開催されます。でその、お披露目として、今回12月12日に、無料オンラインプレセミナーが開催されました。世界中ね、22カ国、日本からも30人近い方がね、ご参加くださいまして、トータルで100人近い参加者の方々と、画面を通してではありますけれども触れ合うことができてとても楽しい時間でした。日本のご参加くださいました皆様も夜遅い時間でしたのにね、ありがとうございました。ただね、ご参加くださった方はねお分かりかと思いますが、全て英語でしたので、なんとなく分かるっていうねところも多分色のね知識持ってらっしゃると、色が出てくるとこういうこと言ってるかなって、分かるところはあったと思うんですけれども、細かいところがねやはり理解しにくいという、ことだと思うので、今回、12月12日の、プレセミナーの動画に、テロップね、和訳でテロップをつけましたので、しっかり、世界中のねセラピストさんの思いであるとか、あと、それぞれの方が使っているツールをね説明してたりもしますので、世界中ではどんなカラーライトセラピーやってるのかなっていうね、そのあたり、触れ合って、しっかりね見ていただけたらと思います。ではお楽しみください。どうぞ。
Welcome everybody. Willkommen, bienvenidos, benvenuti, konnichiwa, bienvenue. It's a great pleasure for me to greet you at our new project, Color Lights World Project. And the first part of our Color Lights World Project is this, us giving color lights gifts to the world. I'm very proud and happy to announce the speakers of today. And before, I want to give you some inspiration start. Yeah. Colors are children of light, and light is essential to life, said Goethe. And further, nature is not on the surface, it is in the depth. Colors are the expression of this depth on the surface. They rise from the roots of this world. They are her life and the life of ideas. So very briefly, the aim of this project was, and I had this dream 2 or 3 months ago, that international color and light experts will spread color and light in these challenging times, in these difficult times, to bring beauty, hope, new ideas, inspiration, healing, and love and transformation to the world. Today, I'm very happy to announce 4 wonderful international speakers. I will present each one of them right before their talk. And the 4 presenters are Samia Ilaria Di Donato from Italy, Karl Rieberg from Sweden, Stockholm, Lynn Potgieter from Johannesburg, South Africa, myself, and Masako Shimizu and Hiro Takahashi from Tokyo, Japan. And I want now to present our first speaker, Samia Ilaria Di Donato. Samia, can you maybe say a word so that we see you at first?
Hi, good color morning.
Good color morning. So this is Samia, and I want to tell you who is Samia. Samia is a mentor of colors. She's an international business coach. She's the writer of 22 books about color. She's the creator of color anima painting, a dynamic body awareness wall painting with Bach flowers and crystal therapy. And she has developed what we will see today, the color test. She will tell you about now. Ciao, Samia.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome and welcome everybody. Good color morning, we say in Italy, to my breakfast of colors. Every morning we go live in Italy, in Italiano, so it will be difficult for a lot of you. But every morning we are spreading light and colors all around Italy for the moment, and hopefully, probably all around the world. Thank you very much, Gabriel, and Velimir also, because since Pula, when I met you, my life has already been something completely different from before. And I want to share some important information with you. So let's start. Gabriel, what do you think?
Yes,
Can I go?
please. Yes, please start.
So what we are going to do today together is going to be just a sensational atmosphere, but something very practical, because we will see what does it mean, colors, and why it's so important and was so important for my life. You have to know that 21 years ago, colors saved my life. I was not supposed to be here because I've got a very, very terrible healing. And there was something very strange happening in my life. But thanks to color, I'm here. And I want to share with you that the journey into colors is a journey inside ourselves. And first of all, I want to share with you that what I understand about color is that we need to use the right color that we need in a specific moment. And I will give you, and I will share, this is going to be my gift for the world, two very important parts. So we start with the basics, but I hope, because I know that all of you have got already a very important, let's say, background. So I'm going very fast on the basics. Do you know that the colorimetric perception about colors is going into 4 different stages: physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual. So you see a color, you can imagine a color, you can work, you can paint, you can change your clothes, you can color your life almost everywhere. And this was my starting point, because 95% of the color, we don't see them, but they act on us. And now we will discover on a scientific point of view why it's like that, because this is the colorimetric spectrum, but only 5% is the part that is related really to real color, the color that we call colors. But from the ultraviolet through long waves, we don't see all the other parts. So this is the scientific point of view. And we do have something that we call vibration, but also wavelength, and they affect our body. What we are going to discover today in the next 15 minutes is a very important technique, how we can choose a color for ourselves. And we do have 3 different information that we need to remember. Sometimes we need to compensate a color, sometimes we need a color, and sometimes we will choose a color for the meaning and for the history and for the symbols, and sometimes for a lot of different reasons. But you have to remember that the most important color is the color that you reject, because the color that you reject is the one that we are, escaping from. And what we are going to discover is going to be very practical in a while. And we will go through archetypal and symbols and alchemical meanings of every single color. But first of all, I will ask all of you, can you type on the chat if you choose white or black? It's just and vibrational experiments, but I want to share an important information. So if you type, just pick one, not all, not both for the moment, because I want to share with you a basics knowledge. I'm just looking, okay. Some of you, they are choosing white, some of you are choosing black. In my word, these two meanings and these two basics, known colors, they have an incredible power. For all of you that have chosen white, this is a very vibration that is working with the father, with all the masculine information, with job, money, and success. For everybody else that was choosing black, you have to remember to work with your mother issue and also with your feminine, sacred, let's say, everything that is related with your mother, but not only your creating power, and of course, love, relationship, and communication. So what I'm telling you is try to experimental today with all the things that we are going to share with you, and keep the best for you and try to work with this color or non-color in this case. And the second information that I want to ask you is going to be, can you pick a color of the rainbow? Can you type a color of the rainbow? So red or orange or yellow or any other that you like, green or blue or indigo or violet. Just pick one and type it. Because I'm going to inform you with something very simple, but something very effective that is going to give you a message today. And we will start for all the people that have chosen the red color. And we are speaking about a great power, something that is coming to the root, to our past, but not only, because it's a strength, it's a blood, every information related to red is giving you a huge amount of energy. For all the people that have chosen orange, it means that you need to pay attention to your responsibility issue. And you have to use your courage, your brave, your information about doing something in your life about this vibrational color. And if you choose yellow, of course, it's going to be a work about your self-esteem, your joy. You need to be more positive, not COVID positive, of course, but joy, and yellow is like the sun. So you have to scream of happiness, because this is the color of the real happiness. And of course, also on the other side is something that is very, very dangerous, because it's the power of ego. So we have to pay attention. If someone, I was looking at all the things that you were typing, and there are 3 or 4 people that were writing green. So you are the people that we need for empathy and relaxation and for connect each other with our heart. And the blue is going to be all the people, a gift for the world, for silence and communication. The indigo is going to be your magic side. If someone chooses indigo, is going to be really your magic energy. And of course, violet is, or purple is going to be faith and creativity. So this was just a starting point, but I want to share with you that there is a very important technique, a method that we call method of colors. Can you see?
Yes.
Can you see that you can see colors on a vertical point of view? And this is a real technique that I want to share with you, because you have to remember, like sea of colors is going to be for your client. Who is your client? You have to make a double check what he really he is, what is feeling, how is living his life. And the O is going to be for objective. What do I want to achieve with color? What your client want to achieve with colors? And L is going to be for location, support, the place, the where. And the O is going to be for organization and placement, the how to choose and in which proportion I can use a color. And research as well, and remembrance, because we have memories and these memories are incredibly powerful. And when you have a memory, you have to use the memory of color, because we are going very deep inside the universal subconscious mind. So the R is one of the most powerful of the colors method. And of course, the S that I really like the most is going to be the symbolic and energetic meaning. So my gift for the word is going to be something that you will try, not only see, because a lot of years ago when colors were saving my life, I developed a small software. It's going to be in English or in Japanese or in French or in German. If you type www.samiadeicolori.it, the website is going, I hope you can translate in English and as well in many other languages. But the test, if you double click on test of colors, you will see that you will discover that is going to be your native language. I hope. In case, just let me know, because we are working on it, because we just released this part for Gabrielle for this meeting, for the gift of the word. And what we are going to see is going to be the real software that is based on the Pythagoras numerology and the Fibonacci sequence. So every letter is connected to a number. Every number is connected to a colors. This is the basics where we are working with. And what is going to do the software is going to calculate your number and your colors. But before we go on, I really want to show what we are talking about. So in case someone wants to try the next 3 minutes that I still have, I want to give this gift to some of you. So it's going to be very, very easy, because I'm going to show you the website. This one is, and you will, if you double click on file test dei colori, do the color test, it will be opening a tab. You have to type in your email address, but after you will have access to the software for free. So you can use the software anytime you want, all of you, all around the world. This is my gift for today for each one of you. And if you type any kind of your name, your last name, I was trying with Gabrielle, you can see the colors. You can see also, and you can also have the meaning, and you can download the report in your native language. You can see the last name. You can see both name and last name. And after, the color of your destiny, the color of your motivation, the color of your impression, expression, your spiritual color. And every time you change, Velimir, can I use your name just for 1 second?
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Velimir.
Okay. Like this, just to check that just with the name, this is your palette of colors. So your name, the energy of your name is really spiritual, is a purple. Now it's in Italian, but if you do it on your desktop, should be in your native language. You can even try right now. So if anyone wants to see their colors, I'm going to see which one. If you type, I don't know, someone, Suzanne was typing the name. Suzanne, I will, you were the first one. Suzanne, you can see, make a calculation, and this is Suzanne. You see, it's changing very quickly. So everybody can have this gift. And this was just the beginning, because what we are going to share today is just a starting point. So, and I want to share also with Masako and Hiro. Is it working also in Japanese? Because this was a very challenging part. So if someone wants to see, if you type your name or your last name, I can share with you some secret. And this is just the starting point, because you can also buy something more, and you can see also some other part of the software where you can also download what we call complete profiling. It's a gift, but sometimes we need to pay for the software developing. So, and on the gift, you will find out something very important, something that it will be your specific colors chart. So you can discover in this chart everything you want about you and about your life. It's going to be something that it will be more or less like this one. Can you see it, Gabrielle?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It will be different from every single person. And this is going to be name, last name, evolutionary color, Pythagorean expression, the grill of destiny in colors, past life. You can discover thousands of things, also because my journey was into Hebrew and Kabbalah. So you can find out many information about Feng Shui or Gurdjieff Enneagram. So this is just a starting point, but my gift for today was the translation, and we have spent almost 25 days only to make it accessible to everyone. So this was my gift for the world. I hope you like, and in case you want to stay in contact directly with us, you can contact Gabrielle, because she is our angel and she's helping us to share all this information all around the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Samia. This is really awesome. So please check out her website and let yourself be inspired with colors of your name and your energy and destiny. Visit her website, samyadeicolori.it. You can also find all the information on Samia on my website you have booked this event. Samia is also going to be a speaker in June and is going to present exciting things. And she is an amazing color researcher with an endless knowledge and inspiration. So thank you very much, Samia. And looking forward to being further connected with the colors and our common passion and common calling. Thank you. Tanti grazie.
Thank you to all of you.
Yes. And please feel free to contact Samia, of course, anytime over her website. I guess we won't have too much time for questions here, because I see that we are 100 participants. So quite amazing, really lovely. So now I would like to present our next guest, Karl Rieberg. Can you please say something there so that we can see you? Where is he? Karl?
Gabrielle, you have to unmute Karl.
Yeah, oh, sorry. So Karl, can you unmute yourself? Wait. Karl, you can unmute yourself.
So, does it work?
Oh, yes.
You
Now,
hear me?
now we can hear you.
Good.
Yes.
You can
This
see
is-
me. Thanks to little Gabriella. Now it's your word. Yes.
Yes, this is Karl Rieberg, and I'm going to give a short intro about you, dear Karl. Karl Rieberg is from Sweden. He is an architect and psychologist living most of his time in Stockholm, but traveling the whole world and teaching. He studied laser biology with Professor Karu in Moscow. He runs the Monochrome Color Research Institute in Stockholm for research and treatments. He's one of the main, very important European pioneers in color psychology and color therapy. I don't know exactly how many books you have written, but I looked up and I know it's many. He's an international presenter and author of many books on color psychology and light. He's the inventor of the monochrome color dome color therapy device I'm working with that is really wonderful since 9 years. The color light mask, the light lines, and the light films. And as far as I've been told, he's the owner of one of the biggest libraries on color and light in Stockholm. Welcome, Karl.
Thanks. Oh. That was a huge presentation. Okay, I'll get started. I have a present, and today is 12th December. And in Sweden, we celebrate what is known as the Lucia Festival, the Festival of Light. The night, because up here in North Scandinavia, it is very dark. The days are short. We have very little natural light, so we need artificial light. We have this Lucia Festival. So the idea is that people love light and color, especially in the winter in the north. They feed on it. We live with light and color. It's like food to the brain. But some colors are more beautiful than others. Because Samia spoke about people love certain colors, but then there are certain colors that everybody loves. There are some colors that are super colors, and those are the colors of the rainbow. These very pure, brilliant colors that you will find in butterflies, you will find them in scarabs, you will find them in insects. Extremely shiny, bright, brilliant colors of extreme beauty. And they have been admired for thousands of years. The Greek called them iris. Iris was the bridge between heaven and earth. So what are these super colors that everybody loves? They were very expensive, difficult to make, and they are known as monochromatic colors. This is what I'm working with. Gabriella knows about this. So they are the colors of the rainbow that everybody loves. And you would say, what is at the end of the rainbow? And it is not a pot of gold, but it's happiness. That these rainbow colors make people very happy. They're attracted to them. And it goes very deep, dear friends. It goes to animals, insects, fish, birds love these colors. Because they know that these brilliant, shiny colors, they mean energy, they mean happiness, they mean health. So that's what I've been specializing the last 40 years, to work with colors that are very precise. So the idea is to get colors of high precision, high beauty, because there's something that animals and humans and all living beings are looking for. Color is information. And it seems like our brain feeds on color, it feeds on light. You could even say that our brains use software as color. Color and light is a software that makes our biology run, our cells run on this. And now comes the next interesting step, that traditional color therapy has been going on for a couple of thousand years. Modern color therapy, which is what I've been working with, has only been around for 60 years, or 50 years only. It started in 1960. There was a very special light that was invented that has never existed on this planet before, and that light is laser light. Laser light, it's a super light. We are the first laser people on this planet. This goes into science fiction. I'm very interested in science fiction. So this is a little planet in a galaxy in a very, very big system. And this planet got laser light in 1960. This super light that is so precise, so brilliant, extremely beautiful. So all the laser colors are of extreme beauty, of extreme precision, but it is also a magic, you could say. This is modern magic that has never existed before. Because it so shows that the colors that you have in a butterfly or the colors you have in an insect, they are closely related to laser light. So they exist in nature, they exist in small quantities, but we are the first generations that can really use this in large quantities. And we can feed that laser light into the brain, first of all. And then also, please remember, when our eyes are looking at the world, the eyes are part of the brain. So the eyes are a part of brain tissue that are open to the world. So you'd say, no, I can't look into your brain. No, I can. Let me look into your eyes and I will look into your brain. So the eyes are an opening straight into your brain where you feed light and you feed beautiful light. So eating light is also like eating good food. You don't eat junk food, you eat healthy food, you eat organic food, you eat natural food. You should eat quality light. When we come to light and color, that since the brain feeds on light and color, feed really good, yummy color to your beautiful brain. Don't feed it any kind of mixture. Because the problem with many colors that you see in the world is that they are non-specific. If you look behind me, you see there is a painting. My daddy painted that one. And it contains a lot of green. You would say, yes. Or the tree on the other side of my head contains a lot of green. But that green color is really not green. It's a mixture of yellow and blue. Every painter knows that. Mix yellow and blue and you get green. Hallelujah. So you say, but aren't all colors mixtures of yellow and blue? No. Monochromatic super green, what you see in a peacock feather, you see it in an insect, it is pure green. With light, you can create pure green. That is absolutely pure green. You can create violet that is not a mixture of red and blue. It is violet. So that means with these super colors, these monochromatic laser colors, you are presenting correct information to the brain. The brain gets input and it says, oh, this is exact color. This is precise color. This is what I really want. And then comes the therapeutic part of it. And Gabriella knows this. She also works with a monochromatic light in Vienna. When you feed monochromatic light into the brain, it has a very strong healing quality. This was discovered with the laser light. It has strong biological, strong physiological, strong psychological healing qualities. And you would say, well, isn't all light healing? But laser light with this very, very high precision is a sort of super light. And this is what I studied with my colleague, Professor Caro in Moscow, Institute of Laser Biology in Moscow. She had researched with human cells and studied how human cells react to light, what happens when cells eat light, what actually happens, what is eating what inside the cell, why do we feed on light? And if we don't get good light, we just get depressed and we die if we lack light. So this super light, this laser light has a very, very interesting quality. I just keep an eye at the watch here. I still have some minutes to go. Gabriella, you must tell me when the time runs up. I can talk too much. The studies of Tina Caro, some of you have met her. She was at the conference in Tallinn, for example. She was in Berlin at the conference. She's a friend of the family, beautiful woman. She found that if you irradiate human cells with laser light, monochromatic light, and it doesn't really matter which color it is, but it is important that the precision, the information of the color is very, very high. Then it repairs damaged DNA. But what will happen when we live, when we incarnate in this world, our DNA is copied and copied and copied and copied many, many, many times inside the cells. But in each replication, in each copy, there are slight errors. So eventually the DNA gets corrupt. And if your DNA is sufficiently corrupt, you go to heaven. And that is the end of your incarnation. So shit happens, you will say, but no. If you irradiate sick, corrupt DNA structures with laser light, it will repair. This was Professor Carroll's discovery, that with light you can repair damaged DNA. You can repair the library, so to say. You can repair the software. If we're talking technology, computer technology, you have a very, very good computer, and that computer is called your brain. Super good computer, but you have to feed it super light. Otherwise, you get bugs in that brain, and you see it very often with clients. They get sick, they get tired, they get old, they decay, because they don't feed good light into the brain. They don't feed good light into the biology. I have a website, and it's known as Monochrome. If you just Google Monochrome, Gabriele will have it. There is a lot written about this. There are hundreds of books and papers and studies about light biology. And the scientific name, if you want to study this deeper, it is photobiology. Photon meaning Greek for light, and biology, life. So light feeds all kinds of cells and plants and bacteria and insects and humans. Everything feeds on light. And the name is photobiology. Some very interesting research is to be found out about this. And this is also a very special time, because in genetics, it has been discovered around 2010, 2015, very, very recently, what is known as epigenetics, that the genetic code can be influenced by your energy pattern, by your thought pattern, by your hormonal levels, and by your light, of course. So by feeding quality light into your brain, you will rejuvenate your DNA. And what we see in therapy is that people who use quality light, they live much longer. They're healthier, they're happier. One effect that we have found, they don't get corona. They don't get this silly virus. Because if you're happy and healthy, you're immune to this. So all the people who get sick and die, they have bad hearts and bad lungs and bad kidneys, and then it's time to reincarnate anyway. But if you look after your if you look after a beautiful body, feed it really good light, and it will start rejuvenating. And it gets immune to a lot of diseases. So I won't say it openly, but instead of taking vaccines, you could take quality light and stay happy and healthy and stay away from the toxins. But that's another theme. We won't go into that. That is forbidden. We won't talk about that. But it means that you can connect light and health and biology and the psyche with what is known as epigenetics, because the brain produces a lot of hormones. Hundreds of hormones are produced inside the brain. Some are very, very famous. One is known as adrenaline. So if you get angry, your brain produces adrenaline, and your blood pressure and your hormones, everything goes wrong, and you get very sick and eventually die from this. If you're happy, intelligent, friendly, the brain produces oxytocin, endorphin, a host of happiness hormones. These happiness hormones go into your bloodstream, start rejuvenating your tissue, start repairing your DNA. So by making a person happy, you make a person healthy. And the colors are about happiness. So one idea that we say, what are you selling? We are selling happiness. But happiness is the best medicine you can ever get. And behind happiness is this interesting study that if the color and the light is sufficiently beautiful, it will repair your DNA. So beauty is the angel of repair, if you put it poetically, that beauty will repair. How are we doing with time, Gabriela?
Well, yes, we are doing fine, I think. Maybe you want to say a few words, because I regarding color, light, and immune immune strength, immune ability, because I've been working with your monochrome color dome now for 9 years. And in my experience, that's one of the main important effects of monochromatic colored light. Can you say something on that? Because it's so important for us in times of COVID.
It is. It strengthens the immune system. It repairs damaged DNA. And it also not goes for humans, it goes for cells, it goes for all kinds of organisms. There are very interesting studies on laser biology. Of course, the monochromatic light is a form of laser light. And if you live in Vienna, you should go to Gabriella and get your immune light and stay immune. But the principle is that, can you hear me still? Yes?
Yes.
Back again. That the immune system is very sensitive to stress. So our biology reacts to stress, and the worst stress factor of all is unhappiness. Unhappiness kills people. Darkness, winter blues. So with good light, you can re-stimulate, and this is known in biology, that the brain system, the neuronal synapses get more efficient, the mitochondria get strengthened, they produce more energy, they start repairing the cells, they start cleaning the cells. And what happens with really good light, it feeds energy to a damaged cell. It feeds oxygen, it feeds nutrients, and it eliminates toxins like sulfur, nitrogen, carbon dioxide must be eliminated from the system. And especially interesting light also to use in the winter is infrared light. It improves your circulation. It feeds your cells, it gets your microcirculation going, and it gets your immune system going. So your immune system is very, very closely linked to light. Feed good light into your bodies and stay young. But one effect that we also find working with this light, if you use it regularly, you stay young for a very long time. Quite interesting. Talk to Gabriella about this. I think my time is up, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, I talk. But thanks a lot, dear friends. Happy Christmas, lots of love, happy Lucia.
Yes, thanks a lot, Karl Reiberg. That's so awesome. And I know we could continue for hours and days. It's an endless knowledge and wisdom that you have. Thanks a lot for sharing. Please visit Karl's website, monochrome.se, where you can find a lot of information also on the monochrome color dome. And thanks a lot for this inspiration, Karl.
Thanks to Gabriella who makes all this. Thanks to little Gabriella. Thanks to Gabriella.
Thank you. Yes.